The Dell XPS 16 is a beautiful and fairly powerful laptop, but is it truly outstanding or just a solid mid-range option? I've spent enough time with it to figure it out how good it really is and what its drawbacks are. Let's dive in. The moment you take this laptop out of the box, it's clear that Dell aimed for premium look. The chassis is made from solid aluminum while the lid and the area around the keyboard are covered with Gorilla Glass. It looks expensive, but there is a catch. The glass adds an extra weight. At 2.2 kilograms, which is about almost 5 pounds, you definitely feel it. If you're carrying it around every day along with the charger, you might start wondering if this design is worth it. But honestly, I really like how it looks. The number of ports here is, to put it mildly, underwhelming. For a laptop that costs several $1,000s, you only get 3 USB ports, 2 Thunderbolt 4 and 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2. No USB-A, no HDMI. There is, however, a headphone jack and a micro SD card slot. If you want to connect a flash drive or a regular mouse, you'll need an adapter. But to be fair, Dell includes a USB-C to USB-A adapter in the box, so I'll give them point for that. Display. Now that's where the Dell really nailed it. There are two screen options: 16-inch 4K plus OLED 120Hz with the stunning colors and deep blacks, and more basic 1920 by 1200 display, which is still good but lacks the LED perks. This is the one in my unit. Both screens offer great color accuracy, high brightness, and a wide viewing angles. Keyboard and touchpad. The keyboard is comfortable with a good tactile feedback, making typing a pleasant experience. But there is one unusual design choice. The top row of the function keys replaced with a touch-sensitive bar. The F1 through F12 keys are virtual, meaning if you want to adjust volume or brightness, you'll have to tap on the touch bar style interface. I personally liked it, but some users might find it inconvenient, especially since even the escape key is a touch sensitive, which has led to some accidental mispresses for me. On the other hand, the touchpad is massive. It takes up almost half of the lower chassis. It's precise, but since there are no physical borders, you don't always see where it begins and ends. It took me a couple of days to get used to it, but once I did, it felt intuitive. On the paper, the specs look great. Intel Core i9 Ultra 9 185H, a powerful mobile processor that handles video editing, 3D work, and demanding software with ease. RTX 4060, decent but not top tier. Performance is close to desktop RTX 3060 Ti, a great creative work and gaming at Full HD, but if you want ultra settings in 4K, you might want a laptop with an RTX 4070 or higher. 32 GB of RAM and 1 TB of SSD, plenty of memory and storage in my configuration. The overall performance is solid, not the absolute best in its category, but it doesn't fall behind significantly either. It's not a gaming laptop, but a powerful business laptop that can handle games occasionally. Dell offers several configurations. My unit is a top-tier model with an Ultra 9 processor, but there are also versions with an Ultra 7, less RAM, and either an RTX 4050 or 4060. The price varies depending on the specs. You can see the latest official prices on the screen. Dell claims XPS 16 has the best audio in their entire lineup. And I agree. It has 2 speakers on the bottom and 2 on top, producing a rich, immersive sound that's loud but well balanced. I'd say MacBooks still have a slightly better audio, but the XPS 16 comes close. The 1080 webcam is also impressive. It has autofocus, noise reduction, and delivers clear, detailed video for work calls. No blurry, low-quality footage here. The 99.5 watt battery is quite large. In normal use, I got 7 to 8 hours of battery life, but if you push the laptop with demanding tasks, the charge drains faster. It charges via USB-C, which is a super convenient. You can use the same charger for your laptop and phone. And my final thoughts. The Dell XPS 16 is a premium laptop for those who want a great display, sleek design, and solid performance. However, it's heavier than competitors, lacks of many ports, and the touch-sensitive function row may not be for everyone. Is it the best laptop? No. Is it bad laptop? Definitely not. For the price, it's not the most powerful option, but it's solid mid-range pick. And in my opinion, one of the best looking laptops out there. If you need a work machine that impresses with a solid build quality and details, the XPS 16 is a strong contender. Would you buy this laptop? Let me know in the comments. And now, as always, let's take this baby apart to see what we can repair, upgrade, so stay tuned. Let's go. As always, let's start by removing the 8 screws on the bottom of the laptop using a T5 bit. Always double check that the laptop is completely shut down before disassembly. Next, I'll use a plastic pry tool to carefully detach the bottom case from the palm rest. I highly recommend using a plastic tool on the metal bodies to prevent scratches. I encountered some minor issues with the internal clips on the rear side of the bottom case, but overall the process was straightforward. To make it easier, I always use my fingers to assist in detaching the case. This gives me a better sense of how much force I needed to avoid damaging any clips. Once the bottom case is removed, we get a clear view of the internal components. The battery is connected via a simple snap-on connector that can be easily pulled out to disconnect it. To replace the battery, you'll need to remove 6 Phillips screws. Unfortunately, almost everything except the storage is soldered to the motherboard. There is only a single SSD slot which can be easily replaced or upgraded. However, Wi-Fi card, RAM, and external connectors are soldered, meaning if any of them fail, the repair will be expensive. If you are replacing the cooling system, make sure to reapply thermal paste and thermal pads to prevent potential overheating. Overall, I'm pretty disappointed with the internal design. Dell does not provide many repair or upgrade options, which limit users' flexibility. That's all for today. Love and peace to everyone.